Welcome to Full Court Frenzy. This is where we break down the greatest plays, performances, and unbelievable moves in basketball history. Whether you're a diehard fan or just love the game, you're in the right place to relive the moments that made legends. I'm your host, and today we're diving into some of the most unforgettable plays ever seen on the court. Some dunks make you stop and stare like the player is floating in the air. Some shots feel impossible, but they fall through the net as the buzzer sounds. These moments are not just exciting, they make history. But what makes a dunk look so smooth? And what goes through a player's mind in those final seconds before they take a game-winning shot? There is so much more to these plays than the excitement they bring. Let's have a closer look at those plays that leave us amazed, breaking down what makes them so special and why they will be remembered for years. Take LeBron James' block in Game 7 of the 2016 Finals, which was not just another highlight. It was the moment that changed everything. The game was tied at 89 with less than 2 minutes left, and both teams struggled to score. Golden State had the ball, looking for a way to take the lead. Andre Iguodala saw his chance. After rebounding a missed floater by Kyrie Irving, the Warriors pushed the ball up the court. Steph Curry found Iguodala with a perfect bounce pass, and with the lane open in front of him, he went up for what seemed like an easy layup. It should have been a go-ahead basket, a momentum-shifting play that would send the Warriors crowd into a frenzy. J.R. Smith, trailing behind, reached out just enough to make Iguodala adjust midair. That small change was all LeBron needed. He leaped off the ground in a flash, reaching an incredible height. At 20.1 miles per hour, with a 35-inch vertical leap, he met the ball just as it left Iguodala's hands. He swatted it against the backboard with perfect timing, sending shockwaves through the arena. The Warriors, who had dominated all season, it was a statement. A team that had been counted out, a city that had waited decades for a championship, was on the verge of making history. Even Iguodala, the man on the other end of the block, later admitted he could only respect it. He had witnessed something special. LeBron's block was not just about skill. It was about heart, effort, and the determination to win when it mattered most. Well, that is what makes basketball more than just a game. Every moment carries something bigger than itself. A single play can shift momentum, define legacies, and be remembered for years. It is not just about scoring points or making stops. It is about the decisions, the instincts, and the will to rise when the pressure is at its highest. A point guard controlling the pace, reading the defense, and setting up his teammates is not just running a play. He is orchestrating something bigger. Let's not forget Michael Jordan's free throw line dunk was more than just a highlight. It was a moment that cemented his place in basketball history. The air he covered, the power in his jump, and the way he made it all look effortless turned this into one of the most unforgettable dunks of all time. It was the 1988 All-Star Slam Dunk Contest, and Jordan was ready for a showdown. 3 years earlier, Dominique Wilkins had beaten him for the dunk title. Injuries had kept them from facing off again, but now the stage was set. This time, the contest was in Chicago, and the crowd was on Jordan's side. The energy in the arena was electric. Wilkins, known as the human highlight film, was in top form. His dunks had a combination of raw power and style that made them impossible to ignore. He built up a strong lead, earning 2 perfect scores back-to-back. It looked like he was on his way to another dunk title. But when his final dunk, a two-handed windmill, only scored a 45, the door opened for Jordan to take the win. He needed a 49 to defend his title. He knew exactly what he had to do. He walked to the opposite end of the floor as the crowd roared, waiting for what they knew was coming. Dr. J, the man who had inspired Jordan's dunking style, sat watching from the stands. Jordan later said he saw him and got one final piece of advice: take off from the free throw line. And that's exactly what he did. Sprinting down the court, he lifted off from the line, double-clutched in midair, and slammed it home. The judges gave him a perfect score. The contest was over. Consequently, Wilkins admitted it was tough to lose on Jordan's home court, but he had to respect the dunk. Jordan knew the home crowd had played a big part in the win, but the dunk itself was something special. It was a moment that still inspires players today. But it's not just about the big moments. The Warriors walked into Oklahoma City with one of the best records in NBA history, but the Thunder weren't about to back down. With Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Serge Ibaka leading the way, OKC came out strong, using their length and speed to smother Golden State early. And the tension on their bench was rising. Draymond Green and Steve Kerr weren't enough to end his night. Yet, just minutes later, he was back. The energy in the arena shifted. The crowd that had been roaring for OKC suddenly grew uneasy. Curry wasn't just playing through pain. He was about to take over. Unstoppable. He poured in shot after shot, his range seemingly endless. Every time OKC pulled ahead, Curry answered. The game went into overtime, and with Durant fouled out, the Thunder found themselves vulnerable. Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala stepped up, and the game was tied. Westbrook missed a jumper, Iguodala grabbed the rebound, and the ball found its way to Curry. He dribbled past half court, took 2 steps, and let it fly. A deep, effortless shot from 35 feet. The ball soared through the air, and before the defense could even react, it was over. Splash. The arena went silent. The Warriors celebrated, and OKC was left stunned. It wasn't just a game-winning shot. It was a statement, a reminder that Curry had changed the game forever. Breakdown of mechanics of basketball. However, basketball isn't just about throwing the ball into the hoop. It's about skill, movement, and strategy. Every great player knows that the little things, how you dribble, how you move your feet, how you pass, make all the difference. Dribbling is where it all begins. Controlling the ball with your fingertips, keeping it low, changing speeds, and using quick cross while sharp pivots allow them to change direction without getting called for traveling. Jump stops and spin moves make it easier to keep balance and set up shots. Good footwork separates an average player from a great one. Without it, even the best shooters and dribblers struggle. Then there's passing. A sharp chest pass hits a teammate in stride, while a bounce pass can slip through tight spaces. An overhead pass can launch a fast break. And when 2 players connect perfectly, an alley-oop becomes one of the most unstoppable plays in basketball. Timing, communication, and trust are key. One player tosses the ball high, and the other meets it at the rim, throwing it down before the defense can react. Beyond this, defense is what stops great offense. Staying low in a solid stance, using quick feet, and reading an opponent's movements can shut down even the best scorers. Strong defense leads to steals, fast breaks, and easy points. But to keep up all game, conditioning matters. Strength. Stay with us as we break it all down, step by step, move by move. From game-changing skills to the little details that make legends stand out, we're diving in. Full court frenzy starts now.